Welcome to edutainment.com for educational videos on accounting and statistics for plus 1, plus 2, BCom and BBA students. Subscribe this channel and click on the bell icon to get updated on our videos. Share your feedbacks in the comment section and refer to your friends. Once again, welcome back. We were discussing about a single entry system of accounting and ascertainment of profit or loss under single entry system of accounting. We have seen the statement of affairs method. Okay, in this method, the profit will be ascertained by comparing the capital, that is closing capital minus opening capital. So it's also known as capital comparison method. Right? What is closing capital? Closing capital is the capital as on 31st March of the financial year or at the end of the financial year. Okay. And opening capital is the capital as on the beginning of the financial year or 1st April of the financial year. Understood? So we have seen the statement of profit or loss pro forma also in the previous video. So let us see once again. So we have taken the closing capital, and the closing capital is the capital as on 31st March or at the end of the financial year. Okay. So along with the closing capital, we have added drawings, right? So we have got a compound figure. From this compound figure, we have deducted the additional capital invested during the year. So we have received the adjusted closing capital. Okay, adjusted closing capital. From this adjusted closing capital, we have deducted the opening capital, that is the capital as on the beginning of the financial year, that is 1st April of the financial year. So we got a value that is profit or loss made during the year. If the opening capital is higher than the adjusted closing capital, then there will be a gross loss or loss. Okay, if the opening capital is lesser than the adjusted closing capital, then there will be profit. So till this we have seen, and we have seen an example also. Now let us see the statement of profit or loss when income and expenses are given. Okay, in single entry system we will not keep the nominal accounts, but there will be some nominal accounts will be kept under quasi single entry system. Okay, so let us see the statement of a profit or loss when income and expenses were given. So we have taken the closing capital as usual, that is capital as on 31st March or at the end of the financial year. With that we have added drawings made by the owner of the organization. What is drawings? Drawings is the withdrawal made by the owner of the organization. Alright, so we have adjusted that. So we got a compound figure. From this compound figure, we have deducted the additional capital invested during the year. Okay, so we got the adjusted closing capital. From this adjusted closing capital, we have deducted the opening capital, that is the capital as on 1st April or at the beginning of the financial year. Okay, so we got the gross profit or gross loss. Till this we have seen previously. Now let us see what are the differences which we will take here. From gross profit, we have to add something and we have to deduct something. So with the gross profit, we have added all incomes. What are the incomes? Appreciation of asset. What is appreciation of assets? Increase in the value of assets, right? That means every year we revalue the assets. Okay, while revaluing the assets, if the value of the asset increases from the base value, there is appreciation of assets. So that is an income. Outstanding income. Outstanding income means there will be some sort of income which we are supposed to get and the due date is already over, but we have not received. That is outstanding income. For example, we have given some premises on rent and the due date is already over, but we have not received the rent, but we will get the rent. That is outstanding income. Then there will be prepaid expenses. The expenses which are paid in advance, that is prepaid expenses. That is also an income. Then interest on drawings. That means the owner has to pay back the interest on the withdrawal he has made. So interest on drawings, that is also an income. So all these we will add with the gross profit. So we will get a compound figure. Now from this gross profit plus incomes, we have to deduct all the expenses. What are the expenses? Depreciation of assets. What is depreciation? Depreciation is the loss of value due to wear and tear. Okay, that means when revaluing the assets, if the value decreases from the base value, that is depreciation. Outstanding expenses. There will be some salary or expenses or wages which we have to pay, and the due date is already over, but we have not paid. That is outstanding expenses. Then bad debts. What is bad debts? Bad debts are those debts which we cannot recover. We will not get it all. Right? We will not get it at all. That is bad debt. Then there will be provision for doubtful debts. There will be some debts which we don't have a clarity that when we will get it. Okay, that is doubtful debts. So we will create a provision for doubtful debts. Then there will be provision for discount on debtors. Debtors are those people, they will take product or services from the organization or the business and give the money after a certain stipulated time. That is on credit they will take. So we have to get the money from them or the amount from them. So for getting the amount on time, we will give some discount. That is discount on debtors. So we will create a provision for discount on debtors. That is also an expense. Then there will be some income which is received in advance. For example, if you take rent, okay, we have given some machineries of the organization, or we have given some premises on rent to somebody else, and the rent we have received before the due date, that is advance income. So that also we have to deduct. Then interest on capital, we have to pay the interest on capital invested, so that is also an expense. Then there will be interest on bank loan, we have taken a bank loan and we have to pay the interest, that is also an expense. So from the compound figure of gross profit and incomes, we deduct all the expenses, then we will get the net profit or net loss. If the expenses are lesser than the compound figure of income and gross profit, there will be net profit. Or if the expenses are higher than the compound figure of gross profit and income, then there will be a net loss. Okay, when we take an example, you will understand much better.